What's up YouTube, Dan here, and welcome to the first episode of my Southampton career mode series. So here we are with episode number 1 of hopefully a long series, and my aim for this series is to win the Champions League and the Premier League with the Southampton boys. So I hope you guys do enjoy this new series, and if you do, feel free to leave a like on the video and remember to stay subscribed for more of this series. And a massive thank you to Harry or Pepsi FIFA for letting me go ahead with making this series, as he's actually doing a Southampton series as well, which is fantastic. So massive thank you for him basically let me go ahead with this series. So here we are into my Southampton series, and I am so excited to make this series because since FIFA's ever came out, or since I've been doing YouTube, I've wanted to do a Southampton series, and finally today's the day when I start it. And this is the first episode, and we'll be focusing on transfers, and next episode we'll go into the first game of the new Premier League season. So we've got 9.5 million to spend and 90,000 as my wage budget, and I want you guys in the comment section down below to leave comments, just leave tons of comments with what players to sign. But I want you guys to be realistic, don't go for the likes of Neymar, James Rodriguez. I want you guys to leave, in my opinion, either young, kind of keep with the Southampton philosophy of bringing in young talent, or obviously Coman bringing in a lot of Netherlands players. So that's what I want to focus on for this series. But before that, let's go into the starting lineup for this new series. And for me, this team so far is actually looking really solid, and I don't actually know how to improve this team at the moment. Obviously, as the season goes on, I'll find weaknesses, but at the moment I'm looking at it and thinking this team is actually going to be fantastic to use. I'm aiming for maybe 5th or 6th in the first season, so let's get right into the first team. So we've got the giant that is Forster. He is 6'7". He is a monster in goal, so I'm really happy to have him. And obviously in previous seasons or previous series, I've always had a problem with corners, not with this guy, because he is absolutely huge, so that is a great bonus for me. So we have got in our back four, we've got Bertrand, Alderweireld, who's actually on loan from Atletico Madrid, Fonte the captain, and Nathaniel Klein, obviously one of the most promising England players right now, who is doing fantastic in real life. And he's a player I want to keep hold of. I don't want anyone like Tottenham getting hold of him. He is going to be here right until the end of the series because he has got some fantastic stats, and I have never used him on career mode before, so I'm really looking forward to using him in this series. So in our midfield, we've got Wanyama, the brick wall in this midfield. He is just absolutely massive. So we've got Schneiderlin on the left hand side of the midfield. He's 80 rated and he's got some fantastic stats. He's a great midfielder and also a lot of good tackling stats, and look at those stats right there, guys. He is going to be just incredible. So now moving on to the more attacking side of the team, we've got Tadic, we've got Ward-Prowse and Elliot. Elliot is a new signing coming in the January transfer window, and he has got some fantastic stats. He's 27 years old, he's been downgraded from 5-star skill moves to 4-star skill moves. It doesn't matter for me because I can't do skill moves, but still he can play basically anywhere on the wing. He can play left mid, left wing, and of course right wing, and he looks just absolutely fantastic. And we're going to have a lot of fun with this guy, and he's just going to be absolutely crazy for this team. We've got Ward-Prowse, the creative midfielder, as obviously Southampton like to go with a young talent. We've got obviously the likes of Luke Shaw, Lalane, who have left in summer. It is now time. Ward-Prowse feels the boost and hopefully is the main player for the future of this team. Only 19 years old, could play centre mid, right mid, and of course as a centre attacking midfielder. So he's going to be fantastic for this team. So the problem I do have is the squad depth, because as you can see here, guys, there is not many players. Obviously you got a lot of players in the youth team, but apart from that, there's not many first team players. Obviously if someone gets injured, we are pretty much screwed at the moment. So it's your job in the comment section down below to leave comments down below with what players to sign in the transfer window. If you want an easier way to get through to me, remember to go and check out my Twitter down below as well, which is at DJ99HD, and I'll 100% see that comment, because I know comments on YouTube, there's so many like coin generators and that kind of thing. So if you do want to get through to me, Twitter is the best way to go. So for my first season as Southampton manager, they want me to finish above mid-table. I think that is going to be quite easy for me. That's obviously around about 10th, maybe 9th position, but I think I can finish maybe 7th, maybe even 6th position in this first season, and maybe even challenge that top 4. That would be absolutely crazy for this first season. And finally, they think I should look for a central midfielder. So let's have a look at the scout report. And we got some interesting players. Juan Mata, I'm definitely going to be able to afford him. Like, what is going on with that? How am I going to afford Juan Mata into the team. Same story with Oscar as well. I'm going to have to sell like my whole attack to afford just one player. So far nothing really. Just Sergio Aguero again, he's going to leave Man City. Like, this game is so stupid. The first player I'm looking at is a new striker, and this guy by the name of Danny Ings from Burnley, and I'm so shocked by his stats. He has got between 88 and 92 acceleration. He's got between 88 and 92 sprint speed as well. He's just got some incredible stats. So let's go make an offer for this guy, because I want him as soon as possible, because he'll be perfect in hopefully maybe a 2 up front maybe formation alongside Pellè or Shane Long. So let's go and have a look at this. So they want between 5 and 7 million. So let's try maybe to start off with maybe 3 million and see if Burnley accept the offer. The second player on my list is going to be Saido Berahino. He's 20 years old, and this guy apparently on career mode is so cheap. So let's go for him. So we're going to start off, we'll go with inquiring him for starters, but it's similar to Danny Ings in terms that he's been fantastic this year in real life, and this guy would be perfect for this team. Enough of Juan Mata. Here is the guy I want to go for by the name of Milos Jojic. He is actually playing for Dortmund right now, but there is so much competition going on in that midfield, in that team, that I think that Jojic will never get the chance to prove himself. So let's again go for asking to scout this guy. We're going to add to shortlist and inquire about him as well, because this guy's got some fantastic stats. So let's see if they come back with anything. On the note of selling players and making more money, I've got 3 players in mind I'm going to sell, but Southampton have basically done the job for me already on this game, because they've loaned out the 3 players I had in mind. First of all, Gaston Ramirez, he's just completely useless, and he's so frustrating to watch as well in real life. He is just absolutely terrible. He's got some good stats, but with all the new players coming in, he is not going to get a sniff into the first team. So he's definitely going to go once he returns from his contract at Hull City. So the next player is going to be Osvaldo. In my opinion, so overrated. Why did Southampton ever sign this guy? He is worth nearly 5 million and on 60,000 a week as well. Like, what is going on? What did they think when they thought about, yeah, we need a striker, let's go for Osvaldo? Like, seriously, Osvaldo is your new signing, so that's stupid. And finally we've got Burke as well. He's 34 years old and is still worth £3 million, and I think he's on loan at, yes, on loan at Bournemouth, so you can see there. So they're the 3 players I'll sign once they come back, and they'll probably be around £10 million. So Nathan Ake is the next player on my list, and again, this guy here, he's a left back, but I think he plays as a centre back, and he's just perfect for this team because he's from the Netherlands, linking in with some of the players in this team. And second of all, Bertrand, who is on loan from Chelsea, can go back, and we've got Ake in this position, so why the hell not? So let's approach Chelsea to buy, and I think it's worth around about £1 million. So let's start with that. Actually, let's go 500k. Let's be really cheeky with this first offer and go with £500,000. And hopefully they accept that, because that again will be another bargain. Next player is going to be Oxlade-Chamberlain, and this guy, he's just never going to get the first team football he deserves, because there's Sanchez, Walcott, there's so many attacking players in the Arsenal team. Why not bring Oxlade-Chamberlain back to his first club, and let's go for a cheap. We're obviously not going to spend too much money on this guy, but let's go for something like 3 million to start off with, and if they accept that, that is going to be such a good deal. But I know they're not going to accept that, but still, if you guys want to see Oxlade-Chamberlain join the club, let me know in the comments section down below. There we go, guys. 1.2 million has done it, and Nathan Ake has accepted the offer. So let's go 10,000 a week, 4 years, and make him a future first team player. And this guy in the future is going to be absolutely crazy. He just reminds me of Hullet. That's why I love this guy so much in this game. Nathan Ake is a new Ruud Hullet, and I could turn him into like a CDM for the future. That's my plans with him. So he's declined the first contract. So let's bump it up to 20,000 a week. Actually, what did he say? So he wants a bigger role at the club. So let's go 10,000 a week. Let's bump it up from future first team player to sporadic first team player. Give him the 4 years he wants and submit the offer. There we go, guys. Our first accepted contract. Our first transfer of the new season with Southampton. Nathan Ake, welcome to Southampton. He is going to be absolutely crazy for this team. And in my opinion, the new Ruud Hullet as well. Just because of his hair, that's why he reminds me of him. But for now, he's not going to be a first team player. Obviously, he's only 19 years old at the moment. But for the future, he is going to be absolutely crazy for this team. So I'm now going to go and set up a youth staff, because keeping it realistic, I want to try and bring in as much talent as I can, and we're going to go from England to start off with. So let's go and find England. So what are we looking for? So we're going to not go for any type for now. So we'll go for maybe 9 months. Maybe, yeah, let's go for 9 months, and hopefully he'll bring back some good players. So let's go for that. Let's press OK, and there we are, guys. Kieran Eccleston has now is hopefully going to go and find the next new talent. So I've got big hopes in you for now. But yeah, let's do this. So finally, a transfer offer for now Jose Fonte. So he's my captain. He's the leader of this team. So they've offered 4 million. It's come from West Brom. So maybe I could go for maybe 7 or 8 million, maybe. Yeah, let's go for 8 million. I doubt they'll accept that, but still, if I'm going to get money for this guy, it has to be a lot, so there we go. And also Mayuka, they think he's not worth it, so let's go and sell Mayuka, because he's not really my first team plans, and he never will be, because I think he's 23 years old, so let's go and find him quickly. So let's go strikers, and where is he? So we got Mayuka there. So if we're going to go for Danny Ings maybe in the future, we will just not need this guy at the team. So let's add to transfer list, and I'm guessing he'll go in this summer. So we are now at the first game of the new league season. As I said at the start of the episode, I'm going to leave this until episode number 2, away from home against Liverpool Anfield. That is going to be a fantastic game. Obviously debuts to Tadic, Pellè and those kind of players. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this first episode. If you haven't, to leave a thumbs up on the video, leave a comment down below with what players I should go for. Remember to go and check on my Instagram and my Twitter down below, and check out our FIFA coin sale for your cheap and reliable coins. Use the discount code of DJ99. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next episode.